This is the Iron Trader. Now the pit's closed here at 2:30, and as about 30 minutes ago. So we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, my ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily, your weekly, and your monthly chart. Okay, let me just bigger up a little bit here. All right. Well, what do we got here today is actually yesterday we had this really nice bottoming candle, just like I've been pointing out here, and all the way on through. Okay, so they come in different kinds, you know what I'm saying? So never look for just one particular candle. But when you see that, that's usually a rise on up. Now again, we have a nice higher high and a higher low, and that's very, very good. Plus we're above this key 8 simple moving average, which is always very good. Now, today's high, we had 79.80. What we're looking for here is when it breaks above, you always look to the left of the chart. You have 79.63, but this is what we're looking at, 79.90. So it came in within 10 cents of that. That's always very, very positive. Okay, now the next level we can get above here is going to be this 80.15. That's going to be very, very crucial. Okay, so again, if we just keep right on running up, we just follow these candles. Okay, so we look at the low, that's 80.70. We look at the low here, 80.88. And then we look at the low, 80.95. And we look at the high end of this candle, 81.57. And then we start coming into strong resistance with this 81.86. And we have this 81.95. Your 50 simple moving average and your 21 simple moving average. Now, here on the weekly chart, we always want to watch this 81.19. That's going to be very, very key. Level here. If you can get above that, then we have this 8 SMA here sitting at 82.42. But again, you have this 50-day and that 21-day, so it's going to be very, very strong on the upside. Okay. Now, here we look at the monthly chart. I was always pointing out this W pattern. Okay. See how this is? Now, again, it's coming down here a little bit, but you notice that we're holding this level here, 78.32, and we're holding this 21-day 78.85. That's always very, very good on a monthly chart. So we've got plenty of time to go. It's only the 9th, got a lot of month to go left here. So we're looking at this. It can pull back down as long as it doesn't come all the way on down here. That W pattern is still very, very much intact. Okay, so here we look at your MACD. Your green is about to touch your red, but we got to see how this is going to shake out. Your RSI here is still looking very, very good. Now your MACD here on your daily, your weekly chart here, it looks like it kind of wants to pinch over, but again, it can pinch up as long as it doesn't start closing below that. See when you get that green closing below that, and seeing this is what you get. Okay, so we got to see that can always pinch down it and pinch right back up again. Now your RSI looking very, very good. Now here by Friday, which is you only got 1 day left here, we really want to hold above this 50-day simple moving average. That's at 78.97, and we want to hold this key level here at 78.33. That's going to be very, very key here on a closing basis on Friday. Okay, so just let's take a look at the downside. Now we're above this 8 SMA. That's always very, very positive. Okay, so we had a bottoming tail and it engulfed the previous day's candle. Engulfing just means your high and your low is over the high and low of the previous day. Okay, see, it just swallowed that, just engulfed it right up nicely. Okay, so yesterday when the futures opened, I always tell you to watch those futures at 6 p.m. and then see what happens till 8 o'clock. It jumped right above this 8 SMA and it's been up there ever since here. Okay, so yeah, it came down a little bit here, but you know what it is. Long as it closes above, that's going to be the key level. Right now, crude real time sitting at 79.46, and this is what we're watching at 79.18. Now again, if that is lost here, what we want to do is look at today's low. That's going to be 78.91, and then we can start getting into these simple moving averages here. Okay, so you got the 78.97, which is very, very close to today's low, and then right below that we have that 78.33, and then your 78.30 on your 100-day SMA. Now, again, if this falls right on down, as long as you're holding that 100-day, just like we did here, okay, yeah, did you pop through? Absolutely, but we held that 100-day on a closing basis. That's all that matters is the closing. See, this is a perfect example. Look at this 200-day. How many? Now, these are weeks, okay, all the way down. Now, this popped all the way down here too, but that doesn't really mean anything as long as it closes above. That's all that really matters, okay? So, again, on the downside, watch this 8 SMA here. If that is lost here, then what we do, you just look at the 50-day, you look at the 21-day, and you look at this 100-day. If that's all lost, then we'll look right to the bottom of this candle, 77.91. We look to the bottom there, 77.55, and then yesterday's low there at 76.89. That's going to be very, very critical. But right now, and it looks like we're just trading in this range between the 100-day and the 200-day. This is going to be very, very key. Now, on the upside, this is what you watch right there, is that 79.90. We got to get above that. If you can, then we hit that 80.15. If we can get above that and close, the key is not just get above it, but close above it. If we can close above it, then we can go to a new range. The 200-day on the bottom and the 50-day, we can trade in that range. Right now, we're just trading in this range, okay? So what do we have here? You went down, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 7 days that we're trading right here between your 100-day and your 200-day, okay? So that's what we need to watch. On the upside is that right there, that 200-day, you need to close above. Then we can go to the next level, which is that 81.86. Now, this head and shoulders pattern played out very nicely. There was your head, there's your left shoulder, there's your right shoulder, and boom, down you go. So what you always want to do is look at patterns within, okay? You want to look at, double bottoms, double tops, bottoming candles, topping candles, inverse head and shoulders. Anything that'll give you an edge inside of the chart is what we're always looking for. Now, again, I always say, look, on my playlist, for the last 2 weekends, I just made videos there on candlesticks and on chart patterns. So if you get a chance, just take a look at it. I look at it every week. Just to keep that freshness going that says, hey, okay, if I can notice this pattern inside there, or I can see what's going on here, that's exactly how you want to, make the trades situation. Okay, see, it's just like, I'll give you an example here, like this double top. So when you ran right on up here off that bottoming candle, we put in a high, then we came out on back here, and then we put in 3 cents higher. But really, see what that is? That's a double top situation. See that automatically when you see that, that tells you got to get either out of your trade, or like what I do is I get out of the trade and then I take it short. Okay, that's what you always have to watch. Okay, let's take a look here at natural gas. Okay, here we have natural gas. This is a 5-minute chart. This is a really good chart to trade off of here, okay? So right here, this is what we had yesterday, okay? This was telling you that you had to sell. So you put in a high of that 2.74. You retested at 2.74. It couldn't break through. Next candle was red, okay? As it comes on down here, this tells you once you go below that 8 simple moving average, you got to sell your position or you got to get short. I do both. Okay, but some people don't like going short. Some people just like the long, or some people just are short sellers. Okay, so however you trade, when you see this setup like this, that means you got to get the hell right out of that trade. Then we went just sideways here. Now this is the pattern we had today, which was a very, very, really cool pattern because it sold right off. It looks like it was going low. Then it popped up here, but it made a lower low. A lot of times, if this okay, you get a low like this here, okay, say this 2.15. And then what I always do to see what the retest is, okay, so if it makes a higher low, then that's usually when I'll take the trade to go long. But I didn't see no higher low. All of a sudden, I just seen another red candle. Then I seen a real, a lower candle. I said, no, you can't do that. So then I just waited for this. And then when I seen this candle and it stopped at 2.157, and this was a low here of 2.159, I said, this could be a possible left shoulder, head, right shoulder, inverse head and shoulders pattern. And then once you start breaking up with this candle here, okay, then I said, okay, let's just watch what's happening next. And then when we held that 8-day, then that's that time where you take that trade and you just go a long situation. Because look at that 8 SMA, see how nice it held it all the way on up. Okay, now what we have, we got some nice sideways action, but we made a nice higher high today at 2.31. Okay, the previous high was 2.62 and then 2.72 yesterday. That was that double top. I'm going to show you here on a daily chart, but then she rallied up very, very nicely. So now what we want to watch on this is we want to watch that 2.31. Okay, says what do we have here? You had that 2.313. Okay, so we had a 2.31. See, now this could be another double top situation. Okay, now again, if it goes above it, well, then that negates it. Okay, so always remember, just because you have a double top doesn't mean it's going to play out. What you want to do is look for it. Okay, and if it doesn't happen, then what you do, like here, we just went sideways, so you don't really do anything right there. Okay, so what you do is you just hold that trade. Now, again, if this starts blasting up and you go above that 2.3, well, that negates that double top, and then she just rips higher very, very easily. Now, again, if it comes down, what we want to do is you want to obviously watch this 8 SMA here, you're looking at 2.30. You want to watch that 21-day, and then we want to watch that 50 SMA here, and then we want to watch that price channel at 2.28. Okay, if that's lost, this is why you put these blue lines of price channels. Then we just follow this price channel all the way and down. See this? And just take that right across. That's all it is just that candle. You take this price channel head, now it is just that candle. Keep your trading simple. That's right. Now, there's very many ways to trade. I like the price channel. You can also use Bollinger Band. You can use clouds. You can use, all kinds of stuff. But I just found out that the simpler you keep something, the more money that you make. And see, it's easy to see. I say, okay, if this is lost and this is lost, where is it going? Well, instead of looking at the bottom of the candle, all I got to do is just click on that price channel. See, it's right there. Come right across. It just shows you, as you did on the way up here. See how it stair-stepped all the way up? And it just sets them stair steps all the way down to now these are your support levels if it happens to go down. Okay, just keep things very simple. That's how you make money. Okay, let's take a look here on a daily and a weekly. Okay, here we have your daily and your weekly natty yes. Okay, now you can see here, this is what I pointed out here. Okay, very easy to see. Okay, so when this ran up here, we went outside these price channels. Usually when you get out price channels, you can go 2 days, 3 days, something like that, but it doesn't want to go out there for that much longer. And it wants to get back to that 8 simple moving average. Well, we rallied up here. That was a really nice trade all the way up to 2.26. Okay, and then on this candle, what we had is we had a bottoming tail. Well, the reason that you want to buy this at the bottom, because look at this low, okay? It's 2.42. And look at the previous day's low, 2.13. See, we have a higher low. That's a nice double bottom to take it long. Okay, you see that? And we had a nice hammer going on there. Now, yesterday, what we did is just zoomed right on off here, and you put in 2.72. The problem with that is, see, then you just look to the left, you can make a higher high. And that was a nice double top situation, came all the way down. Now, this morning, what we had is this starts selling off when you put a lower low and you had a red candle going here. However, if you look at today's bottom low, it was 2.15. But when you look at this candle, 2.14, and you look at here, 2.13. See this series of higher lows? See? Low, higher low, higher low. But realistically, you held that, which gave you a nice double bottom situation. Okay? So now all these candles here are sitting right above, not counting the tails, you're sitting right above here, this 2.16. See how nice that is? So now we have building ourselves a nice trading box, which could go sideways or could go rally up. So what we had there today, you can see this engulfing candle, which means the highs and the lows were both, it was lower low and it went a higher high, and it just engulfed the previous candle. Very, very bullish. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. Now we look at, say, well, why did it go here? Well, we just very simple. See, where did it go today? Okay, 2.31. And what did I say? Look to the left. Look at the bottom of that candle. What do we see? 2.31. Okay, your next level right here is going to be 2.32. Then we look in this area here, you're looking at 2.38, but this is what we're looking for. This is our goal, is that gap fill at 2.42. Okay, when we started this whole scenario, I said always watch this top of here, 2.168. Okay, there's your gap, and then the bottom of the candle, there's your fill. Gap, fill. Now we're going to head right for that fill if this keeps right on running very nicely. Now, what we want to also watch here, if it goes, blows through this here, blows through that 2.32, blows through that 3.8, and then it goes to that gap fill and goes higher, it doesn't necessarily have to get right there. It can go way higher too. This is going to be a wall right there because this is the 200 SMA. Okay, so this is sitting at 2.46, say 2.47. Realistically, is what you're looking for. And then right above that is we have this 50-day at 2.48. So these are going to be strong resistant levels. This 2.46 and this 2.48. That's going to be very, very strong resistance. Okay, so always remember that. So on the downside, what do we want to watch? Okay, well, we want to watch yesterday's high. Okay, so you're looking at 2.27. Then we want to watch that previous day, that 2.26. And then we want to watch this candle right here at 2.23. If that's lost, we can come to the bottom of this candle at 2.167. And then we look here, 2.15, 2.14, 2.13, and then, but realistically, if you can hold this level here, see this candle, 2.16. If you can hold that level right there, That's going to be very, very good support. And this is really good trading. Now, if that's lost, then we look right to this 8 simple moving average at 2.12. And then we want to come to the top of here at 2.09. And then we come right there at that 2.079. That is going to be your next support. However, you really have to close above this 8 SMA and above that 100 SMA. Otherwise, that can roll over real quick, okay? So we've seen it where you had this nice rally up here and all above, but when that price gets below that, see how that 8-day will roll over, and then what happens to your price? She comes right on down, okay? So you want to maintain this 8 SMA, but just right now, this looks higher, okay? So I'm in UNG, and I'm still long. I scalped it 3 times today, but I'm still holding a long. Okay, so for right now, I'm gonna see what happens when those futures open here at 6 o'clock. And then what I'll be looking for is always look at today's candle. Okay, 2.313 on the high, the low 2.153, and then we're gonna close right there at 2.30. This is what we're looking for. Okay, we're gonna be trading against when those futures open. So always keep that in mind. That's what we want to see. Okay, we want to see how it's going to shake out. But right now we closed right above these 2 candles, which is very, very bullish. Okay, so we had that double top, but the double top, see, never played out. Okay, see, we had the double top. You sell into that double top right there, into this candle here, and then it came right on down. But I pointed out this morning that even though it was red, it could turn around just like Crude did yesterday, where you put that bottoming tail in there, and then she rallies higher, and that's what it is. It just gave you the old smoke right on top. So that double top here, now that's negated. Okay, that's over. Okay, so now we just work on the top of this candle at 2.31. Okay, so just very simply, when you're looking for resistant levels of where it's going to go, just look to the left of the chart. That's all you have to do. Next level here we're looking for is realistically is going to be this 2.42, and then we're going to go 2.46, and then we're going to go with this 58 at 2.48. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Now, tomorrow, we want to make sure that we close above this 210 level. That's going to be very, very key. Your 8-day is rolling up here very nice, 1.88. That's looking very, very bullish, and we have 3 nice green days. See how this candle was the bottoming tail? See that? That's the same thing we had like on Crude, okay? And then it takes time, works itself right on up. MACD, bullish, green over red, momentum to the upside. RSI, plenty of room to run. Now, we're getting up here into the area here, but that doesn't mean nothing. This can go above that 70 red line, and it can stay up there. All it is showing that relative strength is very positive, and that's all that is. MACD, your green over your red, bullish. That says there's momentum, but it's to the upside. It's not like what we had here, where your green is below the red, and then this is what you get. Momentum to the downside. Okay, see, the same way with this 8 SMA. When you can't get above that, you fight it the whole way until you can finally get some kind of reversal. Okay, so just watch those futures here today at 6 o'clock, and just to see where this is going to shake out, and just watch today's high, low, and the close, and let's see if tomorrow we can push this bad boy up here, maybe fill that gap, maybe hit the 200-day, maybe hit the 50-day. We'll see how this is all shaken up. But right now, we have a nice, good breakout bullish pattern going on. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, and we're going to do it all over again before 8 o'clock. All right, thanks for watching.